Welcome back to Chai Chat with Lavina. I'm in Leicester in Chaatwala Gypsy Lane, and I have not yet had chaat, and we're only chatting because it's a very, very important issue, and it has broken my heart almost to see the kind of unrest and tension between the Hindu and the Muslim community. But in this segment, we want to talk about what is the way forward and how do we bring the communities together and get investment in the city, as these two business people will tell us. I'll go with you. Go on, Vishta.
I personally feel what needs to be done is to call a spade and not brush things under the carpet, which I think we as individuals and communities are very good at doing. Police and the local councillors, government need to call out these extremists and need to be tracked down, basically, and let the police do what they need to do.
The onus has to be taken to listen to the grievances that are simmering from much before the 20th of August. And that's what I think we have established.
But Lavina, the silence from the political leaders in this city has created the vacuum. And that vacuum has been filled by people who have used social media to cause havoc. And that is a problem for us to deal with the local leaders.
Social media plays a bigger role than ever has done in the past, and that fuels sort of tensions around the country as well, and causes this to sort of fall out into other parts of the country. And I think the people like me and Sanjay, who have lived through this city for many, many years, understand better that there is a lot more to be gained by working together, by having a city that is in harmony. We can move forward together.
I want to know, what can you contribute constructively towards?
So I'm working with the business owners. I'm working hard with these guys and people like these like-minded people to try and get investment to come to this city.
Okay.
We're trying to build a confidence in this city that this city is worth coming to. We will end up with two brilliant universities where students won't want to come if they feel there is this sort of problem going on. Because whose child's parent would send you to a city where it's a tinderbox?
Brilliant.
Whose family member is going to come and say, let's go to Leicester and put a business in, when tomorrow they feel it's going to be problems created around it? So we've got to bring calm back into the city. Majority of the people in this city will condemn what went on. And all of us collectively will rout out these people, because we don't want them here, regardless of who they are. They are not welcome into Leicester.
The major issues we have is the lack of jobs. At one time we had 500 factories. Over the last 2 years or so, we've lost so many of those factories as a result of negativity and other lack of input from the government to help us to continue with those jobs. We are now down to possibly 150 factories, which equates to almost 10,000 job losses over the last 2 years or so. Those jobs are the ones that, generally speaking, are filled by people who are new arrivals to the city. So they find a purpose, they find a life, and a stepping stone from which to sort of progress up the economic ladder.
How will they'll come together?
Yeah, I think the way forward is what we are already working on, which is that we are united in our common effort to have a show of solidarity and unity amongst the public, visibly also on social media, but also visiting each other's places of worship and recognizing, what issues there are, and working with the police, ensuring and reassuring our communities that, there is nothing to be fearful. We are all together as one, and we will overcome this difficult time.
So can you go and listen to what, let's say, Dishita is saying about the people who feel they have suffered and are out of the home, and listen to their problems? And similarly, Sanjay, both of you go together and listen to them, and both of you go together and listen to the boys who have from the Muslim community as well, and bring them together.
Of course, I think that's the next step, the idea of putting even those youngsters together to have a dialogue, have a conversation, if that is possible. Because only when you sit down, have a conversation, you start to understand the problems that each person or each community is facing.
I think what's happening is that either side is not listening, and listening once both sides listen to each other, then one can come a common ground, and also help with the investment is a huge part of it, and economic growth and jobs are a huge part of this.
There has to be confidence in the city for people to come back and try to invest in the city.
Yes.
So that is a great incentive for us to make sure that we have community harmony here. So yes.
Yes. Sanjay, आप भी तैयार हैं?
Yes, I'm happy to go and meet anybody who are affected for this
From
event
both-
happen, and I'm counting as a Leicester community. There is no different community, so I'm happy to meet anybody affected for this, and
Both sides,
both
yes.
sides. Yes,
I
anyone
Yes.
need help.
Last word, and then it's mine.
No, definitely. I mean, the peace needs to prevail at the end of the day, and the culprits need to be called out, and victims need to be supported.
Okay, thank you. And I think that's what is required, that there is listening on both sides, and then the healing has to start, the investment has to come, people should have enough job, and Leicester should be able to stand as one as it was before. Do write into me on chaichat@ashtak.com or Twitter me @Lavina Tandon with your thoughts. There is the Birmingham issue, which we will be taking up in another episode, and I shall be trying to eat chaat at Chaatwala in Gypsy Lane, Leicester, which I haven't done all through the show. So thank you, take care, and God bless.